Well, I hope we all enjoyed our little break from the storms. We had some sun today. Of course, it was pretty nice. Our next storm is on our doorstep. It moves in late tonight and extends through the day on Friday. Good afternoon, everyone. Thanks for clicking on to today's Weather Extra. We're tracking more snow moving into the region with this very active weather pattern. Notice all the snowfall you see back to the west. That moves in after midnight tonight. The Weather Service has issued a winter storm warning that goes into effect 1 o'clock in the morning on Friday and extends all the way until 6 a.m. on Saturday. Our steadiest and heaviest snow will probably be during the afternoon and evening Friday. However, I think there will be some snow for the morning commute. It should be just a little bit lighter. So here's what's happening with our satellite radar. We have a little area of low pressure with a little clipper system right in here tonight. Initially, the storm system looks fairly weak, and it is. It will intensify as it gets out into the Gulf of Maine and just to our southeast during the afternoon tomorrow. It's going to be interesting to watch how that plays out. Here's a storm tracker that takes a storm right into our neck of the woods tomorrow. Initially, we start out with light snow, but as the storm moves into the Gulf of Maine, into our east, it will intensify, pull down colder air, and probably throw some moderate to at times heavy bands of snow our way afternoon, evening, into the first part of the night tomorrow night. The snow should end during the morning hours on Saturday. A closer inspection on Storm Tracker, this is about 3 o'clock in the morning. The reason I stop it here, we're seeing some light snow and snow shower activity enter into the region. It shouldn't be anything terribly heavy, and I think we will have light snow for the morning commute tomorrow. This is about 8 o'clock in the morning. Notice widespread light snow here, and temperatures look cold enough initially for the entire region to have some light snow. When it gets a little interesting will be during the early afternoon. We'll have an onshore wind. It should be light. That's worth mentioning. It should be a light wind during the morning and early afternoon. But it might be just enough to send temperatures into the mid-30s. Therefore, we may see a little bit of rain or some raindrops mixing in, at least along mid-coast Maine from Penobscot Bay into Casco Bay region, possibly even a little bit of sleet right there. But temperatures certainly look cold enough upstairs that most towns should stay mostly snow out of it. Now, even areas that get a little bit of rain or raindrops out of this, you will change back over to snow tomorrow afternoon. As the storm gets cranking, it's really going to intensify to our east. That's going to pull down colder air. At the same time, we're seeing some moderate to at times heavy bands roll through the area. So our heaviest snowfall should be late afternoon, evening, into the first part of tomorrow night. That's about 9:30 tomorrow night. Air temps certainly cold enough for snow during that period. I think most of our accumulating snow will be during that period. After midnight tomorrow night through about 7 o'clock in the morning on Saturday, we may get an additional inch or two in spots. Eastern areas will get more, but it looks like the storm will start to wind down during that period as winds start to shift over to the northwest. It's also worth mentioning is during that period the wind will start to pick up. So if we get some hefty snowfall totals, maybe weighing down some of the branches, the winds are probably going to be gusting close to 40 miles per hour. So we could see some scattered power outages there. And the snow won't be as fluffy as the last storm we had. The last storm, of course, very fluffy, wind-blown snow. This one, temperatures will be closer to the freezing mark for part of the storm. So it's not going to be a heavy wet snow, but it just won't be as fluffy as the blizzard. 2 o'clock in the afternoon on Sunday now. We have some sunshine, so I think we'll start to see some sun return as soon as late afternoon tomorrow, and the sun should stick around for most of the day on Sunday. There still is the chance for a storm on Monday. There's one forecast model that's still trying to hit us pretty hard with that storm, but most forecast models suggest that storm will stay to our south now for Monday. We'll watch it. Here's what I'm thinking for tomorrow's snow. This is mainly Friday. From Portland Point south, York County, probably about 5 to 9 inches, Lewis and Auburn area, mid-coast Maine, back through the hills and most of the mountains, about 8 to 12 inches of snow. It still looks like the jackpot out of this one will be the Augusta region, Waterville, Penobscot Bay area points east. In here, there could be a bunch of areas that get about 10 to 15, possibly even slightly higher amounts. That's what we're thinking out of this. Still a little bit of a tricky forecast as the storm strengthens and pulls away. All right, 7-day forecast, snow tomorrow. On Saturday, snow ends early. Sunday looks decent. Now, it's going to be a little bit breezy both Saturday and Sunday. In fact, let's just call it windy on Saturday. It's going to be breezy on Sunday. By Monday, we're watching a storm to our south. It bears watching. There's one forecast model that still tries to hit us pretty hard, but consensus is that storm should stay just to our south. Something to watch here. Another disturbance could bring some more snow and or rain into our neck of the woods late Wednesday into Thursday. That's the way things look. It's a pretty active weather pattern. We'll have more updates coming up on CBS 13 live at 5, 5:30, CBS 13 at 6, Fox 23 at 6:30, CBS 13 at 11, and Fox 23 at 10. So we got it all down. That's all the newscast for tonight. Have a nice night.